Hi Math Soldiers, welcome to another training video. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how do we simplify fractions. Before I go ahead, I want to start with some definitions. Reducing a fraction means writing the same value in a simpler form. So to reduce a fraction to its lowest form, we find a number which can be divided into both the numerator and the denominator evenly. So when no more numbers exist which can go into both terms evenly, the fraction has been reduced to its lowest form. Now let me go ahead and start with some examples. Example 1. Let's say I have 4 over 8. Now how do I do this? How do I simplify this fraction? Like I said before, we have to find a number that divides into the numerator and the denominator evenly, right? So what is that number? It can be more than one number, right? We can say we can divide it by 2, because 2 divides into 4 and 8. Also, we can divide it by 4. So which one should I choose? Now, let me go ahead and do both of them, and then I'm going to show you the difference. So let me do 4 first, right? Let me divide by 4. So I'm going to divide by 4 top and bottom. So 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the answer is going to be 1 over 2. Can I simplify that more? No, because I can't find a number, right? There isn't any number that divides into 1 and 2 evenly. So the answer is just going to be 1 over 2. Now, a lot of students say, how about 2? Why can't we divide it by 2, right? Because 2 goes into 4 and 8 as well. Well, let me show you guys. If we choose 2, I'm going to divide 4 by 2 and 8 by 2. We're going to get 4 divided by 2, which is 2, over 8 divided by 2 is 4. So now we get 2 over 4. Now 2 over 4 is not the simplest form. We can still reduce that. We can still simplify it. We have to divide by 2. Top and bottom. 2 divided by 2 is 1. And 4 divided by 2 is 2. So again, there's no escape from the correct answer. If you choose 4 or if you choose 2, you're still going to get the same answer. But if you choose 4, you're going to do less steps, right? And if you choose 2, you're going to end up doing more steps. So it doesn't matter if you chose 4 or 2, you're still going to get the same answer. It's just when you choose 4, you get the answer right away. And when you choose 2, you see that you did more steps. So they're both correct. So always try to choose the bigger number that divides into both the numerator and the denominator. So that way you don't have to do a lot of steps. Now let me show you guys another way of how to do this. Let's say you don't remember or you don't know a number that divides into both the numerator and the denominator. How do we do this? 4 over 8. Like, what are two numbers that when I multiply, they give me 4? 4 times 1 gives me 4, right? And how about 8? 4 times 2. So now 4 and 4 cancel each other because 4 divided by 4 is 1. So I'm left with 1 over 2. So the answer is 1 over 2. So this is another way how to reduce fractions. A lot of my students would say, how about we do this? If I have 4 over 8, so instead of 4 times 1, I'm going to do 2 times 2. Because 2 times 2 is also 4. And then 8 is 4 times 2. So this is not wrong at all. You're still going to get the same answer. But like I said before, you're going to have to do more steps. So now 2 and 2 cancel each other because 2 divided by 2 is 1. And you're left with 2 over 4. So two numbers, when you multiply each other, they give you 2 is 2 times 1. And then two numbers, when you multiply each other, they give you 4 is 2 times 2. So now 2 and 2 cancel each other, and you're left with 1 over 2. No matter what numbers you choose, like if you chose 4 times 1 or 2 times 2, you're still going to get the same answer. But it's just some numbers require more steps and some of them require less steps. So as long as you choose the right numbers, the answer is always going to be correct. Now let me go ahead and do another problem. Problem 2. 12 over 18. So let's find a number that divides into 12 and 18 evenly. So we can say what? 2 divides into both, right? We can say 3 divides into both of them, or 6 divides into both of them, right? Which one do you guys think I should choose? 2, 3, or 6? So like I said before, if I choose the bigger number, if I choose 6, that means I'm not going to have to do a lot of steps. I will get the answer right away. So let me just choose 6. Now 12 divided by 6 is 2 over 18 divided by 6 is 3. So 2 over 3, can I simplify that more? Of course not. So the answer is going to be 2 over 3. If I chose 3 or 2, I would have to do more steps. I would still get the correct answer though. You know what? Let me go ahead and choose 3. 12 over 18. So if I choose 3, divide by 3, top and bottom. 12 divided by 3 is 4 over 18 divided by 3 is 6. Now 4 over 6. I can still reduce that, right? So what do? What is the number that divides both the numerator and the denominator? Is 2. So I divide by 2, top and bottom. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. So as you can see, we still get the same answer. We just do more steps. So that's why you should always choose the bigger number. Now let me go ahead and do the other way as well. 12 over 18. So what are two numbers that give me 12 when I multiply them? Is 6 times 2. And what are two numbers that give you 18? 6 times 3. So 6 and 6 cancel each other, and the answer is 2 over 3. So I wanted to choose 6 times 2 and 6 times 3. So that way, these two 6's cancel each other, and then I just end up with 2 over 3. Now let me do another example. Example 3. Let's say I have 16 over 40. So now let's find a number that goes into 16 and 40. It can be 2, right? 16 divided by 2 is 8. 40 divided by 2 is 20. What else? It could be 4. It can be 8. And that's it, right? So I'm going to choose 8. That way I don't have to do a lot of steps. So 16 divided by 8 and 40 divided by 8. 16 divided by 8 is 2, and 40 divided by 8 is 5. So the answer is 2 over 5. Now let me do it the other way as well. 16 divided by 40. So two numbers that give you 16, when you multiply them, are 8 times 2, and two numbers that give you 40, when you multiply them, are 8 times 5. Now 8 and 8 cancel each other. The answer is 2 over 5. Let me do another example. Example 4. Let's say I have 8 over 32. Now what is a number that divides into both 8 and 32? Is what? 2, it can be 4 or 8. So I'm going to choose 8 because it's bigger. So 8 divided by 8 is 1, and 32 divided by 8 is 4. So the answer is 1 over 4. So now let me do it the other way as well. 8 over 32. What are two numbers when you multiply each other that give you 8? Is 8 times 1. And two numbers when you multiply each other that give you 32 is 8 times 4. 8 and 8 cancel each other. Your answer is 1 over 4. Now let me go ahead and do more problems. Problem 5. 15 over 27. So what is a number that goes into 15 and 27? Is 3, right? So we divide by 3 top and bottom. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And 27 divided by 3 is 9. So the answer is going to be 5 over 9. So if I want to choose the other way, 15 over 27, two numbers, when they multiply each other, they give me 15 is 5 times 3, and 27 is 9 times 3. 3 and 3 cancel each other. The answer is 5 over 9. So I'm going to go ahead and do one more problem. I have 8 over 60. I can divide that by 4, top and bottom. 8 divided by 4 is 2, and 60 divided by 4 is 15. The answer is 2 over 15. So now let's say that I didn't know what number to use that divides both 8 and 60. What are the two numbers when they multiply each other that give me 8 is 8 times 1 divided by two numbers that multiply each other that give me 60 is 15 times 4, right? In this case, I see that I can't cancel anything here, right? 15 times 4, 8 times 1, they're not the same. So what do? What you have to do is you have to simplify more. What is 8? What are two numbers that when you multiply them give you 8? It's 4 times 2, right? So 4 times 2 is 8, and then I'm going to rewrite times 1. And then on the bottom, I have 15 times 4. Now, can you see that you have a 4 on top and 4 on the bottom, right? So you can cancel them. And now you're left with 2 times 1 over 15. Now, what's 2 times 1 is 2 over 15. So as you can see, you get the same answer. Even though you have to do a lot of steps, actually, as long as you choose the right numbers, you're always going to get the same answer. All right, so that was the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next boot camp.